This channel, we teach you how to boss up in your t-shirt business. Today, we're going to be talking about 10G Mondays. I'm going to tell you guys what happened to me today. Oh, I'm late. It is 3 o'clock in Dallas, and I haven't done one sale. If you're new to the channel, then welcome. I'm just going to kind of hang out a minute, give people a chance to jump on. I'm going to talk about some things and what's going on. I'm getting my day started a little bit late today because I had a horrible thing that happened to me today. I got up this morning ready to go. It's 10G Monday. I jumped up. I'm looking at invoices. I've got about 20, close to $20,000 in invoices to get out. And I got in, y'all are not going to believe it. This is like the dumbest thing ever that could happen to you as a business owner. But this is a true story, and that's what we talk about on this channel, is like true stories, stuff that really happens and things in life. And so this morning I got up, came into the office, doing some updates on the PC because I was having problems with the mouse and the keyboard not connecting. So I said, let me get in and let me come in and figure out what to do to get that fixed and situated. And I never could get it done, y'all. A mouse and a keyboard has totally messed up my whole day today. Hey Keisha, how are you? Totally messed up my day today. So I'm gonna try to get my day back on track. I tell y'all, I use these Artec, and this isn't sponsored or anything like that. I use these Artec keyboards. So my keyboard comes with the keyboard and the mouse. So when I came in this morning, I have no idea what has happened to the keyboard, but luckily I jumped on Amazon. It said 2 p.m. delivery. I got it here about an hour ago, but this one has an upgrade. And if you're interested in it, I'll put it over on my Amazon channel, or you can just go over there and look. But the cool thing about this one is it connects to 3 Bluetooths. I don't like anything that plugs in. However, I might need to buy something that plugs in, right? Because hold on, y'all, I've got somebody texting me. I might need to have like a backup for a plug-in because, you know, hey. So I just got it, and now I'm going to go to work. But I'm going to tell you guys, and give you some tips on some of the things that you could do to get some $10,000 Mondays. And let me check this email real quick, and then I'm going to go in. I got to start replying to people and getting stuff going, y'all. I hope everybody has been doing really good. We're going to start doing a bunch of business building skills over here on the channel. I'm actually now building out a funnel, which if you guys know me, you know that I like doing everything myself so I don't have to pay for anything. And so I'm going to be building out funnels and things like that. We're supposed to do the free ChatGPT class for your business on Wednesday. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to make it because the whole funnel, there's one piece that I'm missing. And so that part, you know, is something that I need to get figured out. Hold on one second, y'all. Let me know how your day is going over there in the comments. Okay, so how much money you need to make this week? Let's start there. How much money do you need to make this week? Or how much money do you need to make before the first of the month? That's what I want to know. I want to know how much money you need to make. Let's say, for example, you need to make an extra $500 doing t-shirts, $1,000 a month. You need to make 5K. Tell me how much money you're looking to make in your t-shirt business. This next week, I'm going to give you some tips on how y'all can get it done. Okay? That seems fair enough. That seems fair enough. And I hope that's fair to you guys. If you tell me what you're looking to make, we're going to try to see if what we kind of tips we can give you to help you get there, get to your goals, where you are trying to be in your business, whether you're just starting out and you have all of your equipment, or whether you don't have anything at all. Keisha needs to make $5,000. Anybody else? Anybody else? Trying to see if we can get people up on here, guys. No, it's late evening, so okay, so it's Keisha. It is then. It's gonna be me and you. Okay. So if I need to make $5,000 this week, what would I do? What would I do? It's a couple of different ways that you could do it depending on what it is that you are selling, right? So for me, what I would look and do, I would go see what I got in my inventory right now. What do I have that can make money right now? If I don't have inventory, like me, I don't have a lot of inventory, right? So for me, it may not be so much as what I have in inventory, but what it is that I can do, right? So the first thing I would do is I would probably go and jump online, see if there are any types of deals on t-shirts, and then figure out, okay, a sale, right? What is today's date? It is the 25th. I'm going to do a Labor Day sale. I would throw up a quick Labor Day sale, a deal that nobody could refuse, okay? I would put up a Labor Day sale that nobody could refuse. And me, I like to start with creating the product. So I would put up a product page with the sales ad for the Labor Day sale, and maybe if I'm doing, let's say if I need to do a big deal, I'm going to make it, I'm going to do 100-piece special. But the thing about 100-piece specials is not everybody's got that $100 to spend, right? So you got to back that that 100-piece special up. If you're going to do a 100-piece special, a 10-piece special, whatever special that you're going to do, right? We got to go and find our customers to do it with. So let's say, Keisha, I know you're looking for the big money, and I'm looking for the big money too, but we're going to back it up some because we may have some people on here that are that need to make an extra $500 this week, right? Hey, Carmen, how are you? We might have somebody that they need to make an extra $500 this week, right? So this is what I'm going to teach you guys in my master class. You go in, you find the product, you say, okay, I need to make an extra $500 this week. It could be that you have a certain t-shirt design that you're trying to sell. What most people do is they will create a t-shirt design or whatever ad it is, right? They put it up on the website and then they forget about it. Or they go to social media and they post it on social media and they forget about it, right? You can't do that. That's not going to get you where you need to be. Okay, sorry, y'all. I'm going to have people calling in and all kinds of stuff going on. Let me hit him back. 1 second. Is everything okay? Okay. Might have a problem out there in the print shop, so let's see here. Okay, guys, so I think we're good. So I would put up an ad, right? I would create a product, and then after I have that product created, for me, I like landing pages. depending on what it is. Everything doesn't need a landing page. It depends on what the product is and what you're selling. If you're selling a product or if you're selling a service. We'll talk about more about those when I do the master class, right? But let's say that you put up a product and I'm going to sell, what can I sell? Give me a sample of what I could sell. I'm going to sell a cap with Dallas on it, right? Or whatever. I've got a t-shirt design or cap design or whatever it is. I'm going to put up the product on my page, wherever you're going to sell it at. When I say your website, it could be your website, it could be a store, it could be wherever you're going to sell it at, wherever they're going to take that payment from, right? So that's going to be the first thing I'm going to do. I'll put that up. And then after I put that up, I'm going to create a product thumbnail, right? I'm going to create a product thumbnail. I'm going to create 3 different thumbnails, right? I'm going to create a thumbnail that's going to work for me over on the website. I'm going to create a thumbnail that's going to work for me over on social media pages. Y'all, I'm sorry. T-shirt shop Dallas, how can I help you?
Hi, I'm looking to order some shirts with Rush, and I was wondering if that 20% Rush charge was applied to the amount with the tax or without the tax.
It's applied with tax.
Okay.
Are you on the website?
Yeah.
Okay, so when you go onto the website and you click on whatever it is that you're ordering and you click Rush, there's no tax added at that point. You're going to see tax when you actually hit the shopping cart.
Okay. And then also, I saw that you have like a super rush option. Is there a price difference with that?
If you are, it just depends. There is a price difference. There's regular rush, there's super rush. So yes, ma'am, there is a price difference because you're getting it faster. I'm not really sure where you are at on the site, or if you're just looking at the, let me see. Let's see if I can go to the website. Come tell me what it is you're needing today, since you got me on the phone.
Yeah, so I need 50 screen printed or just printed shirts with a single color.
When do you need them by?
Ideally this weekend.
Okay. Is the artwork ready?
Could you repeat that?
Is your artwork ready?
Yes.
Okay. And what type of shirt are you wanting?
Just like a regular t-shirt.
Okay.
Like a white t-shirt.
Okay. So you want so when you say regular t-shirt, you want like a basic cotton t-shirt, or you want something a little bit softer?
Basic cotton.
Okay, so basic cotton, if you're over there on the website, if you look at the Gildan 5000, it's going to say Gildan 100% cotton t-shirt. There's a guy in that shirt. He's actually in kind of like it's like a mint color shirt. It's kind of down towards the bottom of the page.
Okay.
And if you, I'm sorry, ma'am, can I put you on hold for 1 second? T-shirt shop Dallas, how can I help you? Switch the hold. Remove her off the hold. Hello, ma'am.
Hi.
Hey, I'm sorry about that. Thank you for holding. Okay, so
Yeah.
did Do you have particular sizes? I can put them in for you.
Yeah, so 10 small, or 10 each, a small, medium, large, extra large, and 2X.
10 small, 10 medium. And when did you tell me, when did you say that you needed these again?
Um, by this Saturday.
By Saturday. Okay, so if you put that order in today, I'm gonna put in a color of a shirt. 1 second. If you jump on the website and you put that in today using the Gildan 100% cotton t-shirts, you're not gonna, there's no rush fee that's gonna come up. You're gonna be looking at, put it in, I've got something else in my shopping cart, so let me remove it out. Okay. With sales tax, that comes up to $449.78. And either you can order that online or I can put it in for you. What I would do is basically the same thing that you're going to do, is just go through the website, put it in, and then I would just email it to you. But you can go in, put it in. If you're going, are you local?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so if you're in Dallas, just select pick up and then you could pick it up versus waiting on it being shipped. That would be ready for you on Friday. So it will probably be ready on Friday about 2 p.m.
And you said there was no rush fee?
No, ma'am, there's not going to be a rush fee that's going to come up on it. If there was a rush fee, it would come up when I put it into the shopping cart. And right now you're still within that window to get it on Friday. So I jump on, put it in. When you go on our website, when you go to checkout, you're going to see, when you get to the checkout, you're going to go all the way through the checkout process to where it says proceed to checkout. And then you're going to see a button to upload your artwork. And that's where you're going to be able to upload your art file right before you enter in all of your contact information. It's really easy. And if you have any problems, just give me a call back. Once you place the order, you'll receive a job proof with it's kind of like a computerized mock-up of what your design is going to look like once it's printed. Make sure you tell us, is it the design, is it already in the ink color that you want or no?
Okay. All right, thank you.
Okay, all righty, thank you. Have a good one.
Have a good one.
Okay, y'all, sorry. Let me check this email. Anyways, I may not be able to do this with y'all because it's Money Making Monday. Trying to get to you guys to tell you guys how to get it, but it doesn't look like it's gonna happen. Where were we at? What would I do if I needed to make $5,000? That's what I think the question was. The question was the $5,000. You're going to put up the product, right? You're going to put up a product. You're going to put up a sale. What product can you do that's going to be the fastest? You're going to put that sale up, and then you're going to jump over on ads. Okay, you're going to create an ad. You're going to run anywhere from $5 to $15 a day, just depending on the outcome that you want, even $50 a day, just depending on the outcome that you want, right? But one of the key things for you to do is you're going to have that ad, and then that ad is going to have a pop-up, and you're going to make sure that you collect their information. When you collect their information, that way you actually have their product. I've said their product, I'm looking at her. You're going to actually have their information before they check out, right? Or before they get over to the before they ever get over to a shopping cart or get to a point to where they're going to be able to talk to you. Whatever hook that you guys use, you want to make sure that this offer is only good this week. It's only good this week, and it's only good today, or we only have 10 of these that we're doing. I'm actually going to put up another offer shortly, but right now, here we go. Okay. So she needs Mm, okay, let's see what she wants. Okay, for the hall, FYI, it's not merged. Okay. $200 name badges with black lanyards. Okay, so 200 name badges. Hey, babe, your name is,
Yes,
I'm
sir.
on live.
Yeah, I'm just trying to see what your stuff works.
Oh yeah, it works perfectly. It's
Good.
it's it's great. Yeah.
All right. Don't do your thing.
All right, thanks. Okay. Okay, so with black lanyards, where is the artwork? Please let me know if you have any questions. Hi, Natasha. Hold on, y'all. So, hey, Natasha, we can definitely handle that for you. When you say badges, are you just needing the badges created? Are you needing the lanyards also printed with your logo on them? Question mark. Let me know and I'll get you a quote right over. Okay, now let me have ChatGPT go in and fix that. Not Chat, but Gemini. Um, definitely help you with the badges. And when are you needing them? 9:15. Oh, I got you, boo. I got you. Okay. Okay. Okay, y'all. Whew. So when it gets busy like this, I be like all over. Um, okay. So I'm gonna take you guys through like a 7-step funnel that's gonna actually get you there. So let's say this. Okay, so let's say if I put up a sale, a 24-piece sale for $199, Keisha, right? I do 24 shirts for $199. And I sell 20. I need 25 customers. That's gonna get me 25, 200. That's gonna get me right at $5,000, right? That should get me right at $5,000. Um, for off of t-shirts. And we're talking like I'm gonna do like the cheapest t-shirts that I can get for that 24 pieces. That should get me there. So I only need 25 people, right? So if I only need 25 people to place an order that week, that means I'm looking at 5 people a day. I only need to pull 5 people a day. 5 people a day in order for me to get that, right? So where am I going to get those 5 people a day? Y'all tell me in the comments where you going to get the 5 people for that day. You can get them from, some of them should be coming in organically to your website, right? But if they're not coming in organically, here's the thing. If I need 5 a day, I'm going to put up, that's why I'm saying 5 a day. You can put up a $5 ad, run that ad. But most of you guys, and I'm not talking about boosting posts, right? So if you're running ads, let me know in the comments if you're running ads. And while y'all are doing that, I gotta be over here figuring out what's going on and sending out these invoices. So one thing I hate is that, so I will be in that meeting in the morning from 11:30 to 12. Let me check my calendar. Um, open hours, auto attendant, calling, get some shirts made for the fundraiser. About the fun. Parents operate like a storefront or Pacific fundraiser, how much for base, complexity of design, sort of thing. You have to call me back. Let me call this lady back. Hold on, y'all. We're gonna call. We're gonna be on calls today. We're gonna be on calls today, y'all. We are going to be on calls today. 7148. am missing a phone. I'm on the phone right here, so I can't call on my regular phone. So I'm missing. I don't know where my other Google line is, so I'm gonna call off of this phone number over here. And her number is 920-246. Okay, so we're gonna put the recording on.
Hi, you've reached Bill Phone.
This call
I'm
is being
unable to take your
recorded
call
for
right now,
quality
but if you leave your
assurance
name
and
and
training
number, I'll
purposes.
get back to you as soon as I can. Thank you.
240.
At the tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options. To leave a callback number, press 5.
Hey, this is Latana over at T-Shirt Shop Dallas. I'm giving you guys a call back we got a call about making some T-shirts for your son's school fundraiser. If you're still interested in doing that, I'm your girl. Give me a call back. The number here at the shop is 214-814-2794. And if you'd like a quote really quickly, you can go over to the website and grab that quote or shoot me an email, Latonna, LATONNA at DallasT-shirts.com. And either way, you've got 3 different ways to contact me. I'll be waiting on your call. Have a good one. Okay, so my emails are a little bit different than are my calls when I'm talking to people and stuff like that. It's a little bit different than, hey, this is Latana, give me a call back, right? Okay. So we have done that one. So actually, so I'm over here on the computer and my calls. Remember the last time we had that conversation and I was talking about my calls are over on everything is over on the PC for me when the calls were coming through. So that's how I'm looking at calls and looking at things that I've missed. And the great thing about it is I can go in, I'm going to hit follow up on this one. I like it because I can hit follow up. Guys, if you have questions, we're doing Q&A and all of that. So this is the time to jump on and ask any questions that you may have. So anyways, another thing that you could do right now, you could do premium hoodie packs, right? You could do hoodie packs. Let's say we do 12 pieces at $350. That you do 15 packs of those, just 15 customers, right? You do 15 customers, you're at $5,200 off the hoodie packs, right? You could do a mixed merch pack, which people that are starting brands or small companies, they love that, right? Do a mixed merch pack where, hey, I'm going to get you whatever you need in your company and you're going to figure it out because it's called mixed merch, right? So it could be, some people may need aprons, some people may need t-shirts, they may need a mix of aprons and t-shirts or a mix of like t-shirts or caps or different things, right? But you're looking for those 500 piece orders. If you do 10 of those, you got $5,000, right? How about you do a back to business starter pack, right? It's a school has started. We're going to do a back to business starter pack. We're going to do that starter pack at that $199 that I told y'all about. I'm going to go anywhere from $199 to about $500 on my bundles, right? That's where that sweet spot is, where people are going to be, because you got to remember, we're on social media, right? Upsell. The key is to get them in and get your phones ringing and then get them to upsell. Another thing that you guys could do is a merch drop. Find the cause. We are getting ready to go into October, breast cancer month. Find the cause, do a merch drop. Make sure that merch drop, You can put those designs on. It could be on hats, it could be on caps, it could be on t-shirts. Bundle it, right? Do a merch drop. Do a Flash Friday deal. If I need to make money, I'm going to do a Flash Friday deal. Now, here's the thing. Whenever I'm figuring out what it is that I'm trying to do or what it is that I want to do to make money, I'm literally not like coming up with it like 5 minutes before I do it, right? So I'm going to come up with my campaign, and maybe I'm planning. So let's say if I started planning today, I'm planning for the 1st. Right? So always at least plan. You want to get to where you're planning a month out, but in the beginning you need money, so you got to do what you got to do, right? But when you're planning, you want to kind of plan out ahead of time. And then once you here's one thing that a lot of people don't get that you should get. So let's say once I teach you guys how to build your funnel, if you want that funnel class, let me know in the comments. Once you learn how to go in and start building that funnel, then you've got your landing page, you got your product pages, you've got everything you need. Only thing you're doing is just dubbing it. That's it. Let's see here. I'm literally I have 4 screens going in here and it still ain't enough. Get that off of you and get over here. Okay. So now maybe I can see what's going on over here. Here we go, y'all. I can see what's going on now. So you're doing Facebook ads. When you're doing Facebook ads, Keisha, this is what I'm going to ask you. Are you doing the post through Facebook, or are you just going into Facebook and running the Facebook ads in the ad manager? Right? And when you're doing those ads, how are you targeting those people that are in the ads? Have you ever bought a copywriting for a phone script? I thought about it because it seemed to have the wrong approach. I want to start sending appointments, but I'm not sure what to say. No. I mean, here's the thing. In today's age, you don't need a copywriter, right? And this is why, because you have ChatGPT. And you're not going to agree, because I saw your video where you were talking about people are starting to know what ChatGPT sounds like, and that ad copy is written with ChatGPT. But here's the thing. When you're doing your ad copy, right, it needs to have your voice. And that's part of the thing with the ChatGPT class, right? You need to know how to go in and tweak things, and because it needs to have logo and name printed on the badge. Okay, got it. You need to know certain things, and with you saying that, a lot of companies now, we're talking about big companies, right? They can actually tell. They have stuff that they can tell if things are written with computer, right? But if I write something on ChatGPT, you're not going to be able to say that is not Lady Print Boss. Like my chat, Sassy, she is literally me, like all day and all night. She curses. She will say, we ain't got time for that bull. She is on point with my lingo, right? With how I speak. So if if yours isn't doing that, then you just got to kind of brush up on that. But here's the thing. So I'll give y'all something. Let me think about it. So 30 emails, 30 to 50 emails. Yeah, 30 to 50 emails. I like for you to do it a day, but if you can't do it a day, try to do it a week. You should be able to come up with 30 to 50 emails, right? You should be able to find 30 to 50 emails. And if you don't have them, then that's something else that you guys need to do, is we need to build that funnel so that we can get that email list going. Let's say in the morning, so you say you don't really know what to say, right? So this is what I would do. This is what I would do. I would be very simple. Are you going to cold call, or are you going to do warm leads? Because that's going to make a big difference in how the conversation goes. So let's say if I'm cold calling, and for those of you guys who don't know what cold calling is, just raise your hands in the comments as we talking. If let's say, Keisha, if you cold calling and you just picking up the phone and you say, hey, I need okay, hold on, let's see. Tap it on the square. Where is his number? Oh, I was about to call that on the computer, but oh, they closed. Okay, so they open at 4. Okay. Who is open? Let's see here. Lazy dog. Okay. Trying to find me somebody to call to pitch to. Let's see. I was gonna call a particular restaurant, but they're actually closed until. So, calling seems to be easiest and fastest for closing rather than emails to potential new clients. You think so? I think that. So I just think that it depends on you and what works best for you, right? For me, I'm gonna try to warm you up. I'm gonna try to warm you up. And my warm up may be that I'm sending out. So let's say that I'm gonna send out 500 emails, right? That's my warm up. My warm up is gonna be really, really quick and simple, right? Hey, I'm Latana. I help people. I help local businesses like yours get crew shirts for their events or da 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 da, or for whatever, right? We offer bulk rates, da da da, this, that, other, right? So I'm gonna sit down. I'm gonna figure it all out before I give a call and say what I'm gonna say, right? So let's say, for example, I'm trying to think of something because I don't want to tell you guys my pitch. So who would we be doing? Let's see. Okay. So let's say, I'll give you guys one. Let's say that y'all know I'm big on zip code marketing. And I could do this over the phone, or I could walk in and do this one, right? So let's say I walk in, because I'm more of a like a in person. I'm probably more of a in person type of person, right? So I might walk into um whatever the business is, and I say something like, "Hey, how you doing today?" And they're gonna be, "Yeah, da, 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 da." "Hey, I'm Latana with T-Shirt Shop Dallas. We're out in the neighborhood today because we have a great deal that's going on. We are offering da 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 da, right?" And so I may go into it that way, or I may go in and say, "Hey, we're just out trying to drum up some business this week. I was wondering if you guys need any, if you guys are happy with your current printer," right? If I go in with, "Are you happy with your current printer?" The only reason I'm going to say that shit is because I already looked at your shirts and they look like shit. Right? Or I may, just depending on how froggy I'm feeling that particular day, I may come in and I may say, "Hey, I'm Latom. Hey, how you doing? Is the manager in or whatever?" At this point, I'm actually talking to the person. So let's say if I walk into a restaurant, I'm just gonna walk in and say, "Hey, can I speak to the manager? Is the manager available?" Right? Sometimes in restaurants they be like, "Ooh, we in trouble," right? I ain't gonna tell you what I want that I'm soliciting. So they'll go get the manager, right? And so let's say the manager happens to come up and he's, "Hey, how you doing?" And I'm like, "Hey, I'm Latana. I know you're busy and I don't want to take too much of your time," because restaurants are super busy, y'all, and you don't want to take a lot of their fucking time. So you want to get that out quick, fast, in a hurry. "Hey, I'm Latana. I'm Latana with T-Shirt Shop Dallas. I don't want to take a lot of you guys, a lot of your time. I noticed that your wait staff is wearing da 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 da, and I just wanted to give you my card because I noticed that your shirts are cracking." Or maybe it's something, maybe I look at it and I'm like, that design is off, or it's something that I can do for them. I can put them in a better shirt. It just depends on the situation, right? So that's why I like to do in person, because I can see it. And that's something that you're going to do like on the fly. You just happen to be out. If I am calling into, or if I'm calling into a place, right? I may say, "Hey, we're doing today, we're out and we're promoting in your zip code, and we have 10 deals that we're doing, and it was only going to be for 10 people, right? So da 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 da." And then I go in that way. So I'm making it be that it's urgent. um a lot of times for me, this is going to be more so like, as far as event wise, I'm on the strip and I'm only going to offer this to certain people on that strip, right? And this can work for any product, any project, anything that you do. Everything needs to be, the times of the essence, right? So it just depends. But if I'm picking up a phone and I'm calling, right, I'm gonna keep it short and simple. If I'm calling, the first thing I'm going to ask for, because if let's say I may just be calling, I want to know, who would I speak to about such and such and such, right? Because I want to get to the person on the phone that I need to speak to. A lot of times I'm not even going to get them on the phone, because that person that you need to speak to is actually that marketing director, that head of advertisement, that type of person. And so it depends. If you're dealing with a mom and pop shop, then yeah, they're answering the phone, and that's going to be the person. And so then you can talk to them. When you talk to them, Keisha, just give them a call and just talk to them like, really, like me. One of the things that I say to people sometimes is, "Hey, I need customers and you need cash," right? So a lot of times what I'll do is I'll flip it to where I'm selling you something and making you feel that you need this product. Like, not just shirts to outfit your crew, but maybe I'm trying to get my product in your store, Like, I'm not really good for like going out to people, and because I can do that shit through other ways, right? Um, yeah, you could go and find someone. You can go find someone on that for, well, the entire sales process, not just closing. So with the sales process, the first thing what you're going to do is first you got to figure out, is there a need, right? You got to make an offer, and then once you make the offer, you got to be able to close the deal. So you're not going to always just close the deal on that very first phone call. Very few people close the deal on their very first phone call. Your mission should really be to get their information and put them in a funnel. Like, you made an offer. A lot of times people are like, if you call me, people call me all damn day long, and they like, I want to know, hey, I want to do you sell, we sell digitizing, or we sell, I had somebody call me and they sell equipment, and it sounded really good, right? The offer sounded really good, but I need to, at the same time, I need to, um, let's see here. Sorry, y'all, I got somebody on my chat line. Um, okay. How are like, I would just, if I was you, I would just go out, talk to the people, right? I would figure out like, what's my intro, right? Something, hey, I help local businesses like yours get branded t-shirts, hoodies, other merchandise for their team, or for outfit their staff, or whatever the situation is, right? Um, and then it could be like, let's say if it's a landscaping company, I noticed that a lot of landscapers are refreshing their gear this time of the year, and so we're just reaching out to see if you'd like to refresh yours too. Can I give you a quick quote? You know what I'm saying, for pricing or whatever. Or most of the time, if I'm doing something in person, it's gonna be that I got a flyer or something. So I'm actually walking through the door and handing you a flyer or something like that. If I call you, the only time that I'm gonna do like cold calls now, and I really don't do cold calls anymore because I ain't got time for it. It's gonna be where I've already sent you an email, and if I send out an email to somebody, right, it's gonna be quick, because people read quickly. Quickly. It's gonna be quick. And honestly, like for me, I'm doing a lot of retargeting. So I'm believing in, like, I'm that quiet marketer. I want to be quiet in the background. And I want those people to think that they came to me, not that I targeted them. So you can do quiet targeting, and they never know that they literally think that, oh, I found this person, this is the best person in the world, right? So struggling with objections. So, for example, let's say that you call me and you say, hey, you're talking to me about some t-shirts. And I said, well, right now we're not interested. Oh, okay. So maybe I could give you a call next month. Do you guys ever do any type of fundraisers where you're able to make money off of the merch? Things like that. You got to make it seem like it's something that they need, because if you just call me out of the blue and you talking about some t-shirts and we really don't need t-shirts, we already got t-shirts. Let's say that we're happy with our printer, right? What I would do is I ain't going to push no sale on you if you don't want it, right? I'm going to tell you the things that I offer. Okay, so let's say maybe if I call you and you're not needing t-shirts right now, right? You don't have a need for t-shirts. Maybe then I pivot and ask you about other promotional items. So I saw that you guys, and so before I even call you, I need to know something about your business and what it is that you do, right? So like if it's a restaurant, maybe they need new menus. I saw that your menus could be a little, your menus is a hot mess. I ain't gonna say it like that, but things like that. So you got to have that in the back of your mind. But for me, if I get an objection, because I'm only looking for people that's trying to spend money, right? If it's a hard objection, I'm gonna move on. If it's a, hey, well, I don't know, I'm not really sure right now. I haven't really thought about getting any new t-shirts done or even getting t-shirts done. Then at that point, like if they're like kind of hesitant like that, well, we really haven't thought about getting any t-shirts done or getting any type of merch for our outfitting our team. I don't think that's something that we really need. Then they just open up the door to let you in, because now you need to show them how they do need that, right? How that can be beneficial for your business. And I would say something like, well, I definitely understand that, because I know that things are hard out here, but I find that my customers, or what my customers have been telling me. I did some shirts for a lady, and she told me that once she got those t-shirts and she was out and about and walking around, that people were coming up to her and they were literally like getting the phone number off of there, and it created more business for her. See, now I want some more business, right? I want some more business. So that's something for me to think about, you know. Um, Especially if it's a way that you can, depending on what the job is or what they do, right? Especially if it's like a landscape company, right? If this person is out doing landscaping, then I'm gonna tell him straight up, him or her or whoever, hey, a lot of times people are looking for people to do their yard, to do landscaping, and they may see your crew out there and want to get that information but not stop. So if they see it on a shirt or whatever, right, on a t-shirt or sign on their car, whatever it is that you're selling them, then they're gonna really, so you got to figure out a way to like promote it. But most of the time, if it's a no, then it's not a big deal with me. um I'm gonna ask you, hey, so do you mind if I get your name and your email, and then I can send you over some samples of what we've done, or I can send you over I can send you over, sometimes we send out coupons or whatever, maybe I'm gonna send that out, but I'm gonna try to get their name and their email, right, and follow up with them. Honestly, if it's a hard no, I ain't even got time for it. I ain't got time for it. I'm just gonna keep it pushing and go on to the next one, because it's a lot of people out here that's trying to spend money, and I'll push that down. It's a lot of people that are out here that's trying to spend money now, y'all, and so if what one won't do, then the next one will, and move that down. I gotta answer some of these emails. Thanks for your order. Let's get it printed. Hi, John. Your order was received. Let's see who this is. Yeah, if you want to make them feel like it's their decision to come to you, you can do, and you want to do that, and you want that to be done in your sleep. Like literally, like everything, your marketing and all of that stuff to be in your done in your sleep. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm setting up these. Okay, let's see. Okay, so I'm gonna give y'all a tip. For those of you guys who have websites, if you do not have cart flows, right? If you do not have cart flows, or some type of abandoned cart, something or another, right, to get people back to you. So what do you do if somebody goes onto your website? Keisha, what do you have right now? Because you're the only person that's talking out here to me. All these other people, they just listening. What do you do if somebody goes onto your website and then they abandon the sale, which means maybe they get sidetracked, they do something else? What do you do? So you see right here, I got $500, a $500 sale that I got last week, which was a recovery. And that simply looks like having something in your shopping cart to where when they pop off and they leave, that you're going back and you're retargeting them. You're sending them an email, letting them know, hey, you left something over here in your cart. Here's the link, or here's what you left in the cart, right? For when you get ready. We know life gets busy. When you get ready, here it is. It's still over here for you. Y'all see the way that I talk? I really, I'm not going to show you guys my flows, but okay. Thank you for calling T-shirt Shop Dallas. How can I help you?
Yes, hi. My name is Elizabeth, and I gave you guys a call on Friday asking a couple of questions about getting some shirts printed for a youth football team. I spoke with LaTanya and just wanted to follow up and see if she was available to, I just want to make sure she got an email from me.
Yes, that's me, Elizabeth. I remember.
Oh, hey,
And
LaTanya.
I do not. Hey, how are you? I'm okay today. Let me pull up your email. Hold on.
Sure. Let's make sure you got it, because odds are if you didn't, I did something wrong.
Yep, I did. I did get it. Okay, so refresh my memory. Am I providing these shirts, or do you have them?
I just emailed the guy asking for the order to be placed. So I should have them within 3 to 4 business days.
Okay.
So I would be able to drop them off for you. Probably my hope is I'd be able to drop them off for you on Friday, if not sooner.
Okay, and if you drop them off to me on Friday, you're needing them back when?
In a week, the following Friday.
Okay, by the following Friday. Okay, so I'm looking at the artwork here. So we have, what do we have? We have white shirts, and then we have blue shirts, right? So
correct.
The artwork on, it looks like the artwork on the white and the blue, it would still be the same, correct?
I think it is. I think all of the colors will be the same. And basically it's going to be Lakewood Oilers.
Okay.
Or actually, you know what? We can even keep it simple. We can just do Lakewood on the front, and then that artwork, that oil rig.
Yeah.
For both shirts, so they're